Welcome, mathematicians. I'm really proud of you for deciding to watch this video even though it was totally optional. I'm going to do the other problems that I did not do in our Edpuzzle lesson. This will help you see more problems, and this might help you kind of start to make those connections, just seeing more problems done. I would recommend, just like with the Edpuzzle, stopping the video at different points, trying to complete the problem before I finish it, or kind of ask yourself those questions of what is she going to do next? What is Miss Bauer going to do next? All right, so I did 1 and 3 in the Edpuzzle video, so I'm going to look at number 2. So just like we were talking about, we have to undo everything, and to undo something you have to start from the outside in. And another example of that, if you've ever had to untie a really messed up knot that had a lot of knots in it, you have to start with that outer layer before you can get to the inside. So that variable is all the way inside of this, which is inside of that, which is inside of that. So we have to work from the outside in. So I'm going to multiply by 3 first to get the 3 out of the denominator. 4d plus 2 equals 7 times 3, which is 21. And now, once I've gotten rid of that division, this is just a 2-step equation that we've been working on. So I have to subtract 2 from both sides, and 4d equals 19. And then I will divide by 4 on both sides, and d will equal 19/4. Again, leave your answer as a fraction, and an improper fraction makes it easier. The only time that we are going to not leave our answer as an improper fraction is if we have to graph it, or we're dealing with a word problem. But if it's just a mathematical equation, leave it as an improper fraction. All right, number 4. Go ahead, pause the video, write this problem down, see if you can at least do the first step before I do. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think about it. First step would be multiply by 3. And we're multiplying by 3 to get that 3 out of the denominator. And negative 13 times 3 would be negative 39. And notice when I'm writing this, it's exactly the same as what it looks like up there. Okay, that doesn't change. So now I have a 2-step equation. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. Negative 8b equals negative 39 plus a negative 1 would be negative 40. Negative 8 and b are multiplied together, so I'm going to divide by negative 8, and I get b equals positive 5. All right, number 6. Go ahead and write this down. See if you can do the first step before me. See if you can do the first 2 steps before me. Multiply by 5 first, and that's to get that 5 out of the denominator, so it leaves me with 6d minus 1. Equal sign comes down. Negative 5 times 5 would be negative 25. And now we're down to 2-step equation. We want to get 6d by itself, so I'm going to add 1 to both sides. Bring that down. 6d equals negative 25 plus 1 would be negative 24. And what's going to be my final step? Divide by 6. And d will equal what? Negative 4. We should never get an answer wrong in math because there's always a quick check. So we think that d equals -4. Let's see if we are right. Substitute that value back in. 6 times -4 minus 1 divided by 5 equals -5. So we have to see if this truly equals -5. When we're simplifying, we work from the inside out. When we're solving, we work from the outside in. So we have to multiply this first because we're simplifying. So 6 times -4 would be -24 minus 1 over 5. And notice everything else stayed the same. The only thing that changed was what we multiplied. And again, when we're simplifying, we work from the inside out. When we're solving, we work from the outside in. So we're working from the inside out here. So -24 minus 1 would be -25 divided by 5 equals -5. And -25 divided by 5 is -5. And -5 does in fact equal -5. So that tells us that our answer is in fact correct. If we would have ended up with something like 10 equals -5, that's not true. That means our equation was solved incorrectly. All right, last one together. I did not do this one in the video. Number 8. Again, when we are solving, we're working from the outside in. So right now, p is being divided by 2, which is being added to -3. So we have to take care of the -3 first, then the 2. Add 3, because 3 is negative, we need to add it. Bring down p divided by 2, bring down the equals. 7 plus 3 would be 10. P is being divided by 2, so the opposite of divide by 2 would be multiply by 2. And that leaves us with 1p equals 20. And again, we should never get an answer wrong because we can always check. So we think p equals 20. Let's see if p actually does equal 20. -3 plus 20 over 2 equals 7. And again, I'm getting that from here. Substituting that in. So when we simplify, we work from the inside out, so we need to divide this first. 20 divided by 2 would be 10. -3 plus 10 would be 7, and 7 does equal 7, so our answer is correct. That takes no time at all to make sure that you actually have the correct answer. All right, happy mathing. And thanks again for watching this video. If you watched this optional additional video, I want you to type your favorite color into the chat, and I'll throw some extra credit your way. So type your favorite color in the chat. Thanks for watching. Happy mathing.